Hello everyone, my name is Father Joe Martina. I'm a Catholic priest serving here at St. Pius in North Shreveport and St. Clement in Vivian. And I'm here today to talk to you about the Divine Mercy Novena. And we're going to do three things with the novena. We're going to look at what a novena is. We're going to look at when to pray the Divine Mercy Novena. And we're going to look at why to pray the Divine Mercy Novena. So those are the three things we're going to look at today. What a novena is, when to pray the Divine Mercy Novena, and why to pray the Divine Mercy Novena. A novena comes from the word novena comes from the Latin word novem, which means 9. And a novena is a prayer that is prayed, a set of prayers that is prayed over a 9-day period. And there are many different novenas in the history of our church. And currently, the Divine Mercy Novena is by far the most popular one. It's the one most people know. It's the one most people are familiar with. It's the one that most people pray. And that's what a novena is. It's a set of prayers that are prayed over a 9-day period. And that's what makes it a novena. When to pray the Divine Mercy Novena. Now we're coming up on the annual celebration of the Divine Mercy Novena. It begins on Good Friday and runs through Mercy Sunday. So the annual Divine Mercy Novena, as Jesus gave it to St. Faustina, runs from Good Friday to Mercy Sunday, 9 days. But you can pray the Divine Mercy Novena any time of the year. You do not have to, if you are in a particular month, it doesn't matter which one, and you think to yourself, oh, if only I could pray the Divine Mercy Novena, you can. You do not have to wait until Good Friday to begin the Divine Mercy Novena. You can pray the Divine Mercy Novena, as far as I know, as far as I understand, you can pray the Divine Mercy Novena any time in the year, long as you pray that same set of prayers, that certain set of prayers over the 9-day period. And we just happen to be coming up on the annual celebration that begins on Good Friday. And so that's why I'm doing these videos. So this is the introduction, and then I'm going to do a separate video for each day so that you could pray along with me this novena. Now, there are lots of different places on the internet to look up the Divine Mercy Novena and what it is and who to pray it with and how to pray it. And I just thought that this would be a good opportunity for us to come together and pray it together for those who are either would like to pray with someone through the novena or who would simply like to be introduced to it and are new to it. So why pray the Divine Mercy Novena? Well, Jesus mentions in St. Faustina's diary, and I have a copy right here, of St. Faustina's diary, Jesus mentions the Divine Mercy Novena twice. He mentions it first in paragraph 796. In 796, Jesus said this to St. Faustina. By this novena, I will grant every possible grace to souls. I'll read that again. By this novena, I will grant every possible grace to souls. Now that just alone, I could just stop right there. And that's reason enough to pray the Divine Mercy Novena. That is reason enough for Jesus Christ to say, by this novena, I will grant every possible grace to souls. That is enough. And that's why I make every effort once a year to pray this Divine Mercy Novena at this annual time, from Good Friday to Mercy Sunday. He also talks about the Divine Mercy Novena in paragraph 1209 of the diary, and I like to read some of what Jesus said here, most of what Jesus said here. He said this to St. Faustina. I desire during these 9 days, you bring souls to the fountain of my mercy, that they may draw from there strength and refreshment, and whatever grace they need in the hardships of life, and especially at the hour of death. So I'll read that again. I desire that during these 9 days, you bring souls to the fountain of my mercy, that they may draw from there strength and refreshment and whatever grace they need in the hardships of life, and especially at the hour of death. So to think that they could draw whatever grace they need in the hardships of life through this novena, that people that we pray this novena for, the intentions and people we bring to the Lord through this novena, that they will receive whatever grace they need in the hardships of life, is certainly what makes this novena worth praying. And Jesus goes on, he says, on each day, he tells St. Faustina, you will bring to my heart a different group of souls, and you will immerse them in this ocean of my mercy. And I will bring all these souls into the house of my Father. I will deny nothing to any soul whom you will bring to the fount of my mercy. See, there's another very powerful promise that Jesus makes through this novena, on behalf of this novena, through this novena. I will deny nothing to any soul whom you will bring to the fountain of my mercy. On each day, you will beg my Father on the strength of my bitter passion for graces for these souls. So that is what makes the Divine Mercy Novena such a big deal. So why do people make such a big deal about it? Because of these three very powerful promises that Jesus makes about the Divine Mercy Novena, about how he overwhelmingly blesses these souls with his grace, his love, his mercy, and his life. And that, my brothers and sisters, is what makes the Divine Mercy Novena worth praying. We can pray at any time of the year that we need, that we would like. We're coming up on the annual celebration, the annual time to pray it from Good Friday to Mercy Sunday. And I hope that you will join me in praying this Divine Mercy Novena. When I have people in my life for whom I pray, and I don't know how to pray for them, when I know that only God can figure out a way to touch them, to reach them, to speak to them, and to draw them to himself, when I know of no other way to pray for somebody, I turn to the Divine Mercy Novena, and that's what I pray for them. Thank you, my brothers and sisters, and I hope this year you will pray with me the Divine Mercy Novena beginning on Good Friday. Thank you.